everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Michelle Expert and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel and that is coming. If you are an oldie, welcome back to the channel. It's always good to see you guys. The comment section on our social media platforms, absolutely love it. So if you have seen, there's a bit of trend that's happening on this channel right now, in particular on YouTube, which is Vlogmas, and we are currently participating on Vlogmas. I celebrate because I've always wanted to participate in Vlogmas, but it's just been so hard for me. And yeah, it's just been very interesting. And if you see on my channel, like for some years I would participate in Vlogmas and then just don't finish it because things come up and I wasn't able to be consistent enough to actually participate fully. But this year I really have kind of bet myself to like put in the work, put in the hours and actually do what needs to get done so that I can prove a point to myself that I can actually do something and put my mind to it and, you know, finish it. So I hope you guys are watching and I hope you guys are taking some lessons. So it actually leads to the video and what I want to talk to you guys about today, and the lesson that I'm actually sharing with you guys today, and that is consistency. Put your hand up if you struggle with consistency. I am going to start, right? And this has happened and has reoccurred like in several ways in my life where I've planned and I've wanted to do things but just haven't been able to do them, or just at some point I start feeling demotivated because I feel like, what's the point? I'm not getting it right, or I'm not being consistent and I keep doing it over and over again. And I think particularly with my channels, my YouTube channel, they had been, I think last year and the year before, there had been a bit of like this where I'd be super consistent and I'm motivated, and then when I'm not consistent I'm just like, oh shucks, what's the point anyway, you know. And I've really grown to kind of get myself out of that zone because I've grown to learn that consistency is frequency. Consistency is not always getting it 10 out of 10 times, but sometimes consistency is 6 out of 10. Sometimes it's 7 out of 10. And just being able to be gracious with yourself is consistency. And I realized for me, and this was such a powerful game changer, I really realized that consistency is a mindset more than it is actually a doing. Like I had to be consistent with the fact that I want to create and not necessarily consistent with the act of creation, because when you become consistent with the act of creation, you're just bound in just creating whatever, anything. But if I was consistent with the mindset of being a creator, I then became consistent with reading the right materials, fueling myself with the right things that would be able to help me output the right content that my audience would actually gain value from. That's the kind of consistency that I'm talking about. So in short, this video is not going to be long at all, but in short, I just want to encourage you to take consistency as that. Take consistency as a mindset. Be consistent in channeling your mind to the things that you should be doing more than the act itself, because I think that when you work within the mind, the action becomes so much easier. You know, even the word of God says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So you need to be able to start here, so that, because I think that if you start here, automatically the action is going to be simple. You are going to take that action, and that action is not even going to be much of a hassle for you because you've already your mindset is already in the right space. But be consistent with your mindset. And guys, you also have to realize that sometimes with consistency, if not all the time, sometimes it's okay to have down days where you feel like, you know what, today I just don't feel up to it. Today I just don't think I'm going to do it. Today it's just not going to be easy for me. Or today some things came in the way, you know, especially like if you're a mom or you're running a business, there are other things that are equally important that get in the way, that if you then beat yourself up because you couldn't deliver that thing, but not bearing in mind what actually got your attention or why you couldn't actually do it, you'll get in the rut of speaking down on yourself. And then it becomes such a deeper hole you're digging for yourself, because you're constantly saying, I wasn't able to do this, I'm a failure, and before you know it, you're in a position where you can't create because you've spoken down on yourself so much that it's not going to work for you, and it's just going to paralyze you at some point. So you need to find a way and things that would be able to kind of get you to that consistency. And I think it's a mindset. I think that my lesson has been working on a consistent mindset, and my consistent mindset says I am a consistent content creator, and I am going to consciously create content consistently, or consciously feed myself consistently with things that will help me create content. And that for me has helped me put it into action, show up a bit more, and be consistent in a way that is helpful to my audience. So that's the lesson for today. That's really one thing I learned, that consistency is a mindset more than it is an action step. And if you get the mindset of consistency right, you won't have to worry about the action itself, because you'll already be in the right track of where you would be wanting to go. So I hope that you can take that. It was a very short video, but I just wanted to kind of pour my heart to you guys and just open up that spark in your mind that it is a mindset thing. It is not at all an action thing. And I think also, like for Vlogmas, for instance, right? Like I said, I haven't been consistent over the years when I wanted to do Vlogmas, and this year I really channeled myself to be consistent. But more than it being an action thing, I channeled myself mentally to be consistent. So what did I do? I prepared beforehand. I made sure that by the time Vlogmas comes, I'm kind of ready and I'm fit and I'm energy budgeting and I'm working myself up to do what I said I would do. But it's from the mindset to the actions, not actions and then trying to convince your mindset, because there's something about feeling like you're not consistent that can easily make you feel like you're such a failure. And like I said, it'll just bring you down to a trail that you don't want to be part of. So just realize that it is a mindset. That's all I want to say to you in this video today. I hope that you have a beautiful one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.